Hello everyone. Problems on definite integration. This is unit 2. Sum number 1 is evaluate integral from 1 to e logarithm of x to the base e integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in winter 2012 for 2 marks. To evaluate this integral, first of all consider given integral I is equal to integral from 1 to e logarithm of x integral with respect to x. Now this is logarithmic function and you can find integral of this function by parts method. This is first function. Applying LIT rule, we have to consider second function as 1. So this is equal to integral from 1 to e logarithm of x, which is first function, into second function is 1 integral with respect to x. U is equal to log x, v is equal to 1. Then by the formula, integral of u into v dx is equal to u into integral of v with respect to x minus integral of derivative of u with respect to x into integral of v with respect to x, again integral with respect to x. This is by parts method formula. So applying this formula here, this is equal to first function as it is log x into integral of second function with respect to x minus integral of derivative of first function with respect to x into integral of second function with respect to x, bracket close, and again with respect to x. So this is equal to logarithm of x into integral of 1 is x, and here we have to take limits from 1 to e considering this bracket. Now we can separate the terms. Integral from 1 to e minus integral from 1 to e derivative of log x with respect to x is 1 upon x into integral of 1 is x integral with respect to x. First substitute upper limit, this is equal to logarithm of e into e minus substitute lower limit logarithm of 1 into 1 minus this integral x gets cancelled, integral from 1 to e 1 dx. So this becomes e into log e minus 1 into log 1 minus x, and its limits are from 1 to e. So this is equal to, log e is equal to 1. So e into 1 is e minus log 1 is 0, 0 into 1 0 minus substitute upper limit first minus lower limit. So this is equal to e minus e plus 1, and finally this is equal to e gets cancelled, remains 1, hence I is equal to 1. This is answer. Now here formula number 1, integral of 1 with respect to x is x, derivative of log x with respect to x is 1 upon x, logarithm of e to the base e is equal to 1, and logarithm of 1 to the base e is equal to 0. Sum number 2, evaluate integral from 0 to 1 x into sine inverse x integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in winter 2012 and summer 2017 for 4 marks. Here also we have to apply by parts method. First of all, by LIT rule, sine inverse x must be first function because this is inverse trigonometric function, and x must be second function because x is algebraic function. Hence I is equal to, we can write integral from 0 to 1 sine inverse x, this is first function, into x, algebraic function is second function, integral with respect to x. We can write here by LIATE rule. Hence again applying the by parts method, I is equal to first function as it is into integral of second function, integral with respect to x, minus integral of derivative of first function with respect to x into integral of second function with respect to x, and then integral with respect to x. So this is equal to sine inverse x as it is, and integral of x is x square divided by 2 minus integral of derivative of sine inverse x is 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square into integral of x with respect to x is x square divided by 2 integral with respect to x. Here limits of integral from 0 to 1 for this whole part, 0 to 1, and here also 0 to 1. Hence I is equal to x square divided by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 upon 2 integral of x square divided by square root of 1 minus x square integral with respect to x, and limits from 0 to 1. Let us simplify this. I is equal to x square upon 2 sine inverse x, limits from 0 to 1 minus 1 upon 2 integral. Here we have to make adjustment in numerator, add and subtract 1. So we can write take minus sign common. So this becomes minus minus plus, and here 1 minus x square minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square integral with respect to x. So this is equal to, here keep this as it is. In last step we will substitute upper limit and lower limit here. X square upon 2 sine inverse x limits from 0 to 1 plus 1 upon 2. This becomes 1 minus x square upon square root of 1 minus x square. We will separate this, and then minus 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. We will separate this. So first integral from 1 minus x square upon square root of 1 minus x square. Then minus integral of 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square dx, and limits from 0 to 1. Here also limits from 0 to 1. For this only, not this. So in first bracket, substitute upper limit first. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 sine inverse 1 minus, substitute lower limit, that gives 0, plus 1 upon 2. Now here integral from 0 to 1, 1 minus x square upon square root of 1 minus x square, that becomes square root of 1 minus x square integral with respect to x. This also integral with respect to x, plus 1 by 2 into this minus 1 by 2 integral from 0 to 1, 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square dx. Let us evaluate these two integrals, this one and this one. Hence I is equal to sine inverse 1, this is pi by 2, and this half, this becomes pi upon 4, plus 1 upon 2. Consider this is I1 minus 1 upon 2. Consider this is I2. Let us evaluate these two integrals separately. To evaluate this integral, I1 is equal to integral from 0 to 1 square root of 1 minus x square dx. We have to use this formula. Integral of square root of a square minus x square integral with respect to x is equal to x upon 2 square root of a square minus x square plus a square upon 2 sine inverse x upon a. So applying this formula, we can write I1 is equal to x upon 2. If we compare this square root of 1 minus x square with this, a is 1. Square root of 1 minus x square plus a is 1, so 1 upon 2 sine inverse x upon 1, and limits from 0 to 1. So I1 is equal to, substitute upper limit first. So 1 upon 2 square root of 1 minus 1 plus 1 upon 2 sine inverse 1 minus, now substitute lower limit, replacing x by 0. This becomes 0 minus 1 upon 2 sine inverse 0. Sine inverse 0 is also, or you can write here 1 upon 2 sine inverse 0. Now we can apply the formula. Since sine inverse 1 is pi by 2 and sine inverse 0 is 0, I1 is equal to, we can simplify this. Here 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 into something, that is 0, plus 1 upon 2 sine inverse 1 is pi by 2 minus 0, and again this 0. Hence I1 is equal to pi by 4. Let us find I2. I2 is equal to integral from 0 to 1, 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square integral with respect to x. Let us evaluate this integral applying this formula, where a is equal to 1. Hence I2 is equal to sine inverse x upon 1, limits from 0 to 1. But sine inverse x upon 1 is sine inverse x. Sine inverse x, limits from 0 to 1. First substitute upper limit and then substitute lower limit. Sine inverse 1 minus sine inverse 0. But you know, sine inverse 1 is pi by 2 and sine inverse 0 is 0. So this is I2. Hence we can write I2 is equal to pi upon 2. Now put I1 and I2 in 1 here. So I can be written as, hence I is equal to pi upon 4 plus 1 upon 2 I1. But I1 is pi by 4 minus 1 upon 2 I2. I2 is pi upon 2. Hence this is equal to pi upon 4 plus pi upon 8 minus pi upon 4. Pi upon 4 and minus pi upon 4 gets cancelled, remains only pi by 8. Hence I is equal to pi upon 8. And this is answer. Let us evaluate sum number 3. integral from 0 to 1 x into tan inverse x integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in winter 2015 for 4 marks. To evaluate this integral also we have to apply by parts method, and here by LIAT rule first function must be tan inverse x and second function must be x, which is algebraic function. Hence I is equal to, we can write integral from 0 to 1 first function tan inverse x into second function x integral with respect to x. So apply by parts method. I is equal to first function as it is integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function with respect to x into integral of second function with respect to x and again integral with respect to x. This is equal to limits from 0 to 1. These limits are given. Hence I is equal to, we can write tan inverse x and integral of x is x square upon 2 limits from 0 to 1 minus integral from 0 to 1 derivative of tan inverse x is 1 upon 1 plus x square and derivative of x is x square upon 2. So 1 upon 1 plus x square into x square divided by 2 limits from 0 to n integral with respect to x. Simplify this and again evaluate the integral. I is equal to, if we substitute upper limit replacing x by upper limit 1, so tan inverse 1 into 1 upon 2 minus substitute x is equal to 0 here, hence tan inverse 0 into 0 upon 2, 0 square upon 2 minus integral of 1 upon 2 taken outside the integral sign x square divided by 1 plus x square integral with respect to x. Tan inverse 1, which is pi by 4 into 1 by 8. So I is equal to pi upon 8 minus this becomes 0 and minus 1 by 2. In this integral add and subtract 1. So integral from 0 to 1. Integral from 0 to 1 1 plus x square minus 1 divided by 1 plus x square integral with respect to x. Now separating the integral from here 1 plus x square divided by 1 plus x square and then minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. Hence I is equal to, we can write pi upon 8 minus 1 upon 2 integral of 1 plus x square divided by 1 plus x square integral with respect to x minus plus 1 upon 2 integral of dx divided by 1 plus x square. Okay, let us evaluate these two integrals. Limits from 0 to 1 here also and here also. Hence I is equal to, we can write pi upon 8 minus 1 upon 2 integral from 0 to 1 plus x square upon 1 plus x square, that is 1 dx plus 1 upon 2 integral from 0 to 1 dx divided by 1 plus x square can be written as 1 square plus x square. Now applying integral formula I is equal to, we can write pi upon 8 minus 1 upon 2 integral of 1 is x limits from 0 to 1 plus 1 upon 2 integral of dx upon 1 square plus x square. This is 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a limits from 0 to 1. So I is equal to pi upon 8 minus 1 upon 2 replace x by 1 first minus replace x by 0 plus 1 upon 2. Now replace x by 1 first, that is tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. But you know tan inverse 1 is pi by 4 and tan inverse 0 is 0. So I is equal to pi upon 8 minus 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 2. Tan inverse 1 is pi upon 4 minus 0. Hence I is equal to pi upon 8 minus 1 upon 2 plus pi upon 8 minus 0. Pi upon 8 plus pi upon 8 is pi upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. This is I. Value of integral I is pi upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. Let us evaluate sum number 4. Example number 4 is evaluate integral from 1 to e 1 upon x into log x integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in summer 2017 for 2 marks. So we have to assume I is equal to 1 to e log x into 1 upon x dx. Use substitution method. Put log x is equal to t. Hence 1 upon x dx is equal to dt. X changes from 1 to e. Then t changes from, if we substitute x is equal to 1, log 1 is 0. And if we substitute x is equal to e, then log e is 1. So These are limits of new variable t. And here this integral becomes I is equal to integral from 0 to 1 t dt, and integral of t is t square divided by 2. Limits from 0 to 1. This is equal to 1 upon 2 t square. Limits from 0 to 1. First substitute upper limit and then substitute lower limit. Hence 1 upon 2, 1 square minus 0 square. And this is equal to 1 upon 2, 1 minus 0 is equal to 1 upon 2. This is answer. I is equal to 1 upon 2. Let us solve sum number 5. Evaluate integral from 0 to pi by 2 sin x upon 1 plus cos x bracket square integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in summer 2010 for 4 marks. To evaluate this integral, first of all consider given integral I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sin x divided by 1 plus cos x square of this integral with respect to x. Here also we have to use substitution method. Put cos x is equal to t. T is new variable. Then differentiating this, minus sin x dx is equal to dt, and hence sin x dx can be written as minus dt. Sin x into dx is equal to minus dt. When we use substitution method, limits must change. Given limits are with respect to x. X changes from 0 to pi by 2, and then new variable t with respect to limits of x. X is 0, put here, cos 0 is 1. T is equal to 1. X is pi by 2, put here, cos pi by 2 is 0. Hence, limits of t are from 1 to 0. Hence, I can be written as, in terms of new variable, limits from 1 to 0, sin x dx is dt divided by 1 plus t its square. 1 plus t square of this. Sin x dx is minus dt. This is minus dt. And then this is equal to, taking this minus sign, we can interchange the limits. Because of this minus sign, we can write 0 to 1. And now here 1 plus t is linear polynomial. You can take it in numerator, changing the power of sign. 1 plus t to the power minus 2 integral with respect to t. And then its integral is equal to 1 plus t to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. And you know derivative of 1 plus t with respect to t is 1. Limits from 0 to 1. So I is equal to minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1. Minus 1 limits from 0 to 1. Substitute upper limit first. First of all 1 plus t to the power minus 2 plus 1 means minus 1. Limits from 0 to 1. This is equal to minus of 1 upon 1 plus t. Limits from 0 to 1. Minus of, substitute upper limit first. 1 upon 1 plus 1 minus, substitute lower limit t is equal to 0, 1 plus 0. And hence this is equal to minus of 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 1 is 1. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 into minus sign. This is equal to half. Hence I is equal to half. This is answer. Let us solve sum number 6. Evaluate integral from 0 to 2, 2x divided by x square plus 4, integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in winter 2011 for 2 marks. To evaluate this sum, first consider I is equal to given integral 0 to 2, 2x divided by x square plus 4, integral with respect to x. Here also we have to use substitution method. Put denominator x square plus 4 is equal to new variable t. Differentiating this, 2x dx is equal to dt. And here limits of x are from 0 to 2, means x changes from 0 to 2. New variable t changes from, if we substitute x is equal to 0 here, 0 square plus 4 means 4. T is equal to 4. 2, x is equal to 2. Put here 2 square means 4. 4 plus 4, 8. T is equal to 8. These are limits of new variable. Put here. Hence, I is equal to integral from 4 to 8. 2x into dx is dt divided by x square plus 4 is t. And you know, integral of 1 upon t is log t. So this is equal to logarithm of t, limits from 4 to 8 is equal to logarithm of 8 minus logarithm of 4. Logarithm of 4. And applying property of logarithm, this can be written as logarithm of 8 upon 4, and this is equal to logarithm of 2. Hence I is equal to log 2. This is value of given integral I. Here we are using formula To find derivative of this, apply this formula. Derivative of x to the power n with respect to x is n into x to the power n minus 1. And to find the integral of this, 1 upon t. Integral of 1 upon t is log t here. And logarithm of m minus logarithm of n. Applying this formula here, this gives logarithm of m upon n. M is 8, n is 4. So I is equal to log 2 is answer. Let us solve sum number 7. Evaluate integral from 0 to pi by 2 sin x into cos x integral with respect to x. And this sum is appeared in winter 2012 for 2 marks. This sum also we can solve this applying substitution method or direct using trigonometrical formula. You know, I is equal to given integral 0 to pi by 2 sin x into cos x integral with respect to x. But we know this formula, sin x into cos x we can write sin 2x divided by 2, and integral of sin ax is minus cos ax divided by a. Hence I is equal to integral from 0 to pi by 2, this sin x into cos x we can replace by this 1 upon 2 sin 2x integral with respect to x. And now its integral by applying this formula is equal to 1 upon 2 minus cos 2x divided by 2. Limits from 0 to pi by 2. This can be written as minus 1 upon 4 cosine of 2x limits from 0 to pi by 2. Now substitute limits. First substitute upper limit and then substitute lower limit. Hence I is equal to minus 1 upon 4 cosine of 2 into pi by 2 minus cosine of 2 into 0. But cos 0 is 1 and cos pi is minus 1. Hence minus 1 upon 4, 2 gets cancelled, cos pi minus cos 0. But we know formula, cos pi is equal to minus 1 and cos 0 is equal to 1. So this is minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 minus 1, and this is 2 upon 4. Hence I is equal to 1 upon 2. This is value of given integral. Let us solve next sum. Example number 8. Evaluate integral from 0 to 1 x square into square root of 1 minus x integral with respect to x. This sum is appeared in winter 2014 and summer 2014 for 4 marks. Here also we have to use substitution method. So first of all, consider given integral I is equal to integral from 0 to 1 x square into square root of 1 minus x integral with respect to x. Put 1 minus x is equal to new variable t. Hence minus dx is equal to dt. Dx is equal to minus dt. New variable is t and old variable is x. Limits of x are from 0 to 1. We have to find out limits of t. X changes from 0 to 1. Then t also changes from. If we substitute x is equal to 0 here, t is equal to 1. And if we substitute x is equal to 1 here, 1 minus 1 that becomes 0, t is equal to 0. Hence I is equal to integral from new limits are 1 to 0 x square. What will be x square? Now from here 1 minus x is t. Hence x is equal to 1 minus t. Hence we can write 1 minus t square of this square root of 1 minus x. 1 minus x is t. Square root of t, that is t to the power half. And dx is minus dt. Okay, now simplify and evaluate this integral. So this is equal to this minus sign interchanges limits of given integral. Instead of 1 to 0, that becomes 0 to 1, and expand this 1 minus t to the power 2, that is 1 minus 2t plus t square into t to the power half dt. Okay, multiply this bracket by t to the power half. Integral from 0 to 1 t to the power half minus 2 into t to the power 1 plus half. 1 plus half means 3 upon 2. So t to the power 3 upon 2 plus t to the power 2 plus half, that is 5 upon 2. And integral is with respect to t. Now integrate each term. So this is equal to t to the power half plus 1 divided by half plus 1. This is integral of first term minus 2 into integral of second term t to the power 3 upon 2. T to the power 3 upon 2 plus 1 divided by 3 upon 2 plus 1 plus t to the power integral of third term 5 upon 2 plus 1 divided by 5 upon 2 plus 1. Here we are using formula. This formula to differentiate this with respect to x, this formula to differentiate constant 1, this formula to get the multiplication of this bracket with t to the power half, and this formula to find the integral values of each term from the integral. Okay, so and limits are from 0 to 1. Simplify and put the limits. Hence, I is equal to, we can write half plus 1 is 3 upon 2. We have to take a numerator, that becomes 2 upon 3 into t to the power 3 upon 2 minus 2 into 3 upon 2 plus 1, that is 5 upon 2. This becomes 2 upon 5 into t to the power 5 upon 2 plus 5 upon 2 plus 1 is 7 upon 2. This can be written as 2 upon 7 t to the power 7 upon 2. Limits from 0 to 1. Now first substitute upper limit. So this is equal to 2 upon 3. 1 to the power 3 upon 2 minus 4 upon 5, 1 to the power 5 upon 2 plus 2 upon 7, 1 to the power 7 upon 2. Now if we substitute lower limit 0, all terms becomes 0. Okay, so simplify this. Hence, this is equal to 2 upon 3 minus 4 upon 5 plus 2 upon 7. LCM of 3, 5 and 7, that will be 105. Divide 105 by 3, that is 35. 35 into 2, 70. Minus 105 divided by 5, that is 21. 21 into 4, 84. Plus 105 divided by 7, that is 15. 15 into 2, 30. And this is equal to 100 minus 84. That is 16 upon 105. This is value of given integral I. Let us solve sum number 9. Evaluate integral from 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x to the power 3 by 2 integral with respect to x. Let I is equal to given integral from 0 to 1 x into 1 minus x to the power 3 upon 2 integral with respect to x. Now here substitute 1 minus x is equal to t. Hence x is equal to 1 minus t and dx is equal to minus dt, and as x changes from 0 to 1, t changes from x is equal to 0, substitute here t is equal to 1, x is equal to 1, substitute here t is equal to 0. Okay, these are limits of new variable t from 1 to 0 as x changes from 0 to 1. Substitute here, hence I is equal to 1 to 0, x you can replace by 1 minus t, then 1 minus x you can replace by t to the power 3 upon 2, and dx you can replace by minus dt. And then this minus sign, if we take here, then limits will interchange. Hence I is equal to integral from 0 to 1 minus t into t to the power 3 upon 2 integral with respect to t. Multiply this bracket by t to the power 3 upon 2. This is equal to integral from 0 to 1 t to the power 3 upon 2 minus t to the power 1 plus 3 upon 2, that is 5 upon 2 integral with respect to t. And then applying integral formula, this is equal to integral from 0 to 1 t to the power 3 upon 2 dt minus integral from 0 to 1 t to the power 5 upon 2 integral with respect to t. We have to apply this formula. Hence I is equal to t to the power 3 upon 2, its integral, that becomes 3 upon 2 plus 1, t to the power 3 upon 2 plus 1 divided by 3 upon 2 plus 1, limits from 0 to 1, minus t to the power 5 upon 2 plus 1 divided by 5 upon 2 plus 1, limits from 0 to 1. This is equal to 3 upon 2 plus 1, that is 5 upon 2. So 2 upon 5, limit of t to the power 5 upon 2, limits from 0 to 1, minus 5 upon 2 plus 1 is 7 upon 2. So 2 upon 7, t to the power 7 upon 2, limits from 0 to 1. Substitute limits. Hence I is equal to 2 upon 5 and then t to the power 5 upon 2, that is 1 to the power 5 upon 2 minus 0 minus 2 upon 7 into bracket 1 to the power 7 upon 2 minus 0 is equal to 1 to the power 5 upon 2 is 1, 1 to the power 7 upon 2 is also 1. So 2 upon 5 minus 2 upon 7, and this is equal to LCM 35, 14 minus 4, 10. 14 minus 10, and 14 minus 10 is 4. 4 upon 35. 4 upon 35 is its answer. Hence value of I is 4 upon 35. Let us stop here. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks.